You got a statute you could quote on that?
No, it's my purpose. I don't want my likeness taken. You don't have to take it.
Sorry.
So I'm forbidden by law from taking your likeness?
Key, cell phone.
So Officer Frank, I'm prevented from the law by taking your likeness?
I just don't want you to take my picture.
But you have no authority to command me not
You can
to.
do what you want, but I don't have to stand still for your picture.
No, you don't. You don't.
That's what I just said.
All right, cool. Thank you. I got a good one.
You know, I have a complaint, and it's concerning because a month after...
Since you're filming me, let me go ahead and film you.
That's fine.
Okay?
We both have the right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Hodge.
Officer Green came to my property, my house.
Homestead PD still doesn't know photography is not a crime. Homestead Police Department, HPD, in South Florida, has myriad problems respecting the First Amendment. I went to HPD this week to serve some officers in a civil rights suit. The story was covered earlier. While entering, I discovered that HPD still has not learned that photography is not a crime. I covered HPD Officer John Frank last year, him initially claiming that I could not take his picture. He quickly backed down once I started recording the video below. HPD adopting a policy such as shown in the sign above makes it understandable that some of their officers would fail to realize that photography is not a crime. However, HPD officers such as Tony Sincor realize that it is our right to record them and to record within the station. The below video was taken by another local victim of HPD abuse. Photography is not a crime, is not only our name as an organization, it's the law. It is also part and parcel of our First Amendment right as Americans to gather information on governmental affairs. First, I will address briefly herein the legal issues of video recording with sound, which is legally equivalent to audio recording. Then I will cover photography, which is legally equivalent to video without sound. The Florida Wiretap Statute, FSS 934.03, makes it illegal to intercept an oral communication, i.e. voices, without the consent of all parties. In this way, video recordings having audio and/or audio recordings could be a crime, in some cases. Yet, the definition, FSS 934.02, of oral communication, excludes conversations having no expectation of privacy, see also State v. Encierro. Additionally, what can be plainly seen or overheard in public is covered by the plain view doctrine. Katz v. United States establishes that no person in the publicly accessible lobby of the police department would have an expectation of privacy. Further, it must be noted that constitutional rights, such as privacy, protect citizens from government intrusion, not the other way around. What a person knowingly exposes to the public, even in his own home or office, is not a subject of Fourth Amendment privacy protection. Additionally, no public official in Florida has an expectation of privacy in the performance of their official duties, see Department Agriculture and Consumer Services v. Edwards. Further, Smith v. City of Cumming establishes the right to record in such public locations. The First Amendment protects the right to gather information about what public officials do on public property, and specifically, a right to record matters of public interest. The rights established by the First Amendment outlined in Smith above is subject only to intermediate scrutiny. This is a high burden to meet, Bacon v. McKeithen. The state would need to show that it does not restrict speech substantially more than necessary to further a legitimate government interest, and it leaves open adequate alternative channels of communication. Therefore, video recording with sound or audio recording in the publicly accessible lobby of a police station would not be a crime if you are not otherwise breaking the law. Additionally, taking photos in public places, while lawfully present with an intention to express ideas to an audience, is protected activity and not a crime. There is no Florida or federal statute which addresses such photography in public. Further, the state cannot after the fact create laws upon which to prosecute an action, as this violates ex post facto provisions of the Constitution. This means things are not illegal until made so by duly enacted laws, and such laws cannot be applied retroactively. If anyone attempts to use the Florida wiretap law against you under similar circumstances, then you should cite them your rights and the immunity you have because you believed in good faith your actions were lawful under constitutional grounds, FSS 934.10, 2, c. Even the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, knows public photography is not a crime in lobbies, publishing a memo documenting such in 2010. Therefore, it makes no sense that HPD would believe otherwise in 2017. Further, Florida has its own government in the Sunshine and Open Government provisions to its laws and constitution. This means they can restrict your rights much less on state property, such as a police department. We have a First Amendment right to video record, audio record, and/or photograph in publicly accessible places, subject only to intermediate scrutiny. The sign shown above, which HPD presents when first walking into their lobby, is an affront to our liberties, demonstrates their lack of concern for following the Constitution and laws they swore an oath to uphold, and would chill the man of ordinary firmness from exercising his rights. HPD's sign violates the Florida and U.S. constitutions. It further punishes speech before it happens and not after, thus creating a prior restraint. Nebraska Press Association v. Stewart. PREA restraints on speech and publication are the most serious and the least tolerable infringement on First Amendment rights. I would hope this article would shame HPD and their chief Alexander Roll into correcting these problems. However, Roll has repeatedly shown himself to be shameless, which explains a lot in terms of the sign at the new police station. Roll probably had the sign put in place because I recorded him before, and obtained evidence of him committing a few felonies. You can follow updates, and see more of the history on Homestead's rights violations on Facebook at True Homestead. Lastly, if such an affront to the First Amendment upsets you, you should consider exercising your right to petition, contacting Homestead, and telling them photography is not a crime. City of Homestead, phone, 305-224-4433. Homestead Police Department, phone, 305-247-1535. The Mayor Jeff Porter, email, jporter@cityofhomestead.com. The City Manager George Gritzes, email, ggretsas@cityofhomestead.com. Homestead Chief of Police Alexander Roll, email, arl@homesteadpolice.com.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheep up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.